Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another Simply Colorful Fibercast. Today's date is January, hang on, wait for it, 8th, 2021. My name is Lynn Marquidant, and I'm your host. Welcome. Grab your project, and let's see what we can accomplish together today in 60 minutes or less. As you may remember, or for those of you who might not have signed in last week, we started making this quilt here on the wall. It is all the blocks are made. I just have to, sew them together and then put a border on it. But it's one of the quilts that we will be giving away as part of our Grateful Quilt Giveaway, GR, and then the number 8 full quilt giveaway, because we're in our 8th year of Fibercast. Hello, Linda Griffin. Nice to see you. So we've gotten that far on the first quilt, and rather than spending tonight pulling that down off and on, I don't think that's a really good Fibercast topic. So instead, I thought I'd start on our second quilt giveaway. I have here with me a jelly roll, and I want to make a jelly roll quilt, jelly roll race quilt. And this is the Tula Pink Monkey Wrench. I picked this beauty up out at Missouri Star when I was there over a year ago. Hello, Sarah. Hello to Sarah in Vail. Nice to see you out there. Did you meet your quota today? Hi, Linda. Oh, how are you doing? Nice to see that you're there, Linda. Hi. So I was saying I picked this up when I was out in Hamilton, Missouri. Actually, almost a year ago to the day. It was January. It was the end of January when we went, I believe, right? Hi, Maggie. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Marcella. Oh, yay. I'm glad you're out there. So, Monkey Wrench. I do like this one. And don't you love opening up a new jelly roll? Woo! That is fun. Okay. So tonight we're going to get started on this jelly roll race. I thought that I would kind of make it interesting. I found this purple, and I'm going to put little squares in between each jelly roll. So I'm going to do that. And I'm also going to read a few things from the Quilting Answer Book. Ask a question and maybe answer it. Hello, Cherish. Nice to see you out there. And then I'm also going to pull something random from this book by Mira Bank called Anonymous Was a Woman. My Aunt Nancy gave this to me years ago. And it's a classic, the definitive book for anyone interested in women's history or American art. So it's been, and I've read this before, it's been in print since 1979, and it's American folk art by ordinary women of the 18th and 19th centuries. And in fact, why don't we pull one up right now? Oh, look at this lovely Elizabeth Glaser, Lady in a Yellow Dress Watering Roses watercolor. I don't know if you can see this. This is a celebration in words and images of traditional American art and the women who made it. Let's see if there's anything about that. Oh, that's right. They're little snippets. So here's something from a diary. In February 1854, and I know I'm immediately getting off topic here, but this could be interesting. February 1824, this is from the diary of Carolyn Cowles Richards. It says, Tuesday, a gentleman visited our school today. When he came in, Miss Clark said, young ladies, and we all stood up and bowed and said in concert his name. We girls think he is a very particular friend of Miss Clark. He is very nice looking, but we don't know where he lives. Laura Chapin says he is an architect. I looked it up in the dictionary, and it says one who plans or designs. I hope he don't plan to get married to Miss Clark and take her away and break up the school, but I presume he does because that is usually the way. Diary of Caroline Cowles Richards. Oh, and that's in the chapter, Will You Be Married? We are as truly bound to marry as we are to eat, drink, sleep, labor, or pray. That was attributed to William A. Alcott, Moral of Philosophy of Courtship and Marriage, 1857. Okay, so we'll dive into this a little bit. This is a classic. Okay, but let's see. The jelly roll race is the way you make that is you sew all the strips of a jelly roll together. Oh my goodness. What a week we have had in this world. Excuse me, everyone. Jelly roll race, you sew all the pieces together and then you start sewing them in half and half and half. Before I start sewing them together, though, I want to put in little stoppers here. So I've got myself some purple. And probably this is what I'll get done on tonight's Fibercast, is just cutting and sewing in my purple pieces, which works just fine for me. Oh, I drove down to the Cape yesterday, and I saw Emily and Carol. Always wonderful to see them. They've been sewing up a storm. I go to Tumbleweed, so if anyone is on the Cape, just know that I've been going down to Tumbleweed once a month. If you don't want to drive off the Cape, I can always meet you there for machine quilting. Oh, KB, these little stickums, gripums work great. Okay, so it has to be 2.5 inches, right? Because that's how wide the jelly roll strip is. Okay. What are there, 40 strips, 44 strips? So let's do three of these and see how many squares we can get. My sister did one with triangles. I'm sure many of you have done that too. Maybe I could do triangles. It did look pretty. So the question is, how would I do that? Oh, wouldn't it be cool to vary the size of the triangle? Hi, Deb! Working on another scrap. That's wonderful. Hi, Allie. Hi, Sue. I am setting my alarm for Doll Club tomorrow. I promise you I will be there. I don't know what it is, but I have a hard time making some meetings. I wonder what's that's all about. I think it just boils down to I don't like being told I have to do something, which makes it probably very difficult to be in relationship. How's that for heavy stuff? I just don't like to be pinned down. Okay. So what do we want to do? If we do squares, that would be one way. No, you know what I think we're going to do? We're going to do random pieces of this in, and I may need jeans. Hey, KB. Hi. Breaking news, I'm going to try to learn to applique. Woo! Yay, I think you can do it. Your card, by the way, was beautiful. It's downstairs. I meant to get it. She did a bird. That was kind of applique, right? It was rough edge applique. It was lovely. Speaking of cards, Leah out on the West Coast did a lovely Merry Christmas card. And we looked it up, and it's the Lemoyne Star, a variation of it, but the center is the Lemoyne Star, but that's all cross stitch. Isn't that beautiful? She does such nice work. But KB, that's excellent. Aw, Sue, thank you. And I wasn't referring to you. It's just the stand. I don't know what it is about. Let's dive into our quilting answer book. Oh, tools for applique. I opened up to KB. Okay, how can I test some of the fat? Oh my goodness, this is a whole chapter on applique, KB. What fabrics are best for applique? As with patchwork, most applique is done using quilters' cottons, but other fabrics may be used, particularly for desired color and textural effects, as long as they're compatible with the planned cleaning method for the finished product. In general, though, light to medium weight, smooth surfaced cottons are the easiest to handle. Be sure to pre-shrink them first. Okay, so then there are some others. I think you know that. Let's see, tools for applique. In addition to basic quilt making tools, you'll need some additional special tools, KB. You'll need some template plastic. Now, when was this written? Things might have modernized. 2009, it looks like, by Barbara Whelan Talbert. So I should give correct attribution. This is Barbara's quilting answer book. You need template plastic. For some applique methods, you'll need to make plastic shape for each design element. Heat-resistant template plastic is nice to have when preparing shapes for hand or machine applique because you can turn and press the edges around the template with ease. Actually, speaking of, and I'm getting a little off topic, but for an applique tool, Tula Pink, who designed this fabric that we're using today, monkey wrench fabric, I saw she did a Tuesday show where, you may have seen this, where she has little heart-shaped magnets that she's using with paper piecing. So not with applique, but I bet you could use it. So check those out. Okay, you'll also need hand sewing needles. For hand applique, use the shortest, finest, sharp, or between sewing needle that you are most comfortable using. This may require a bit of experimentation. Some quilters prefer long, fine Milner's needle for needle turn applique. That would be me. I like long Milner's needles for everything, except for hand quilting, but I don't do that. I haven't for years. A needle threader, so you can avoid frustration. Brass sequin pins or glass head applique pins. Oh, actually, I have used little applique pins. Those are awesome. Last time I used them. Hey, Jean, you like the new studio? Thank you. I set it up. I cleaned it up. I've got clear surfaces, some of them. I've actually got your low volume quilt, jelly roll race quilt. Speaking of jelly roll races, on the machine. I'll be working on that tomorrow before my doll meeting, my doll club. But great to see you out there. Sarah's out there. Sarah is out in California, has joined us, Jean. Okay. So, cotton or cotton polyester hand sewing thread. KB, I've done applique with silk, and that worked really beautifully. Anne Barnes taught me that. These other things, I don't understand what they are. Celtic bars, used to prepare narrow strips for applique binds. Freezer paper. That's the white paper with shiny plastic coating on one side. Liquid starch, water-soluble glue stick, silver or yellow artist pencil. Oh, and the list goes on. Double-pointed embroidery scissors, duckbill applique scissors. Here's what the duckbill applique scissors look like. Hi, Carol. Oh, lurking while finishing up a Zoom call. Oh, wonderful. And Carol, I saw you. I saw you online, and for Open Sew. Open Sew is Wednesdays and Saturdays. I'm sure you've seen that by now. Okay, you also need an open toe presser foot, non-stick pressing applique sheet, temporary spray adhesive, paper scissors, wooden bamboo skewer, or orange stick. This is kind of interesting, a wooden bamboo skewer or orange stick. This is for, you may need one of these or something similar with a blunt tip to help coax edges into place as you turn and stitch the applique edges. Anyway, oh, and fusible applique. Tell us what kind you're doing. Where's there a good, I don't know if that was helpful at all. These are pretty basic questions. Oh, here we go. What's the difference between a universal and a sharp needle for your sewing machine? Basically, it has to do with the point of the needle. The point of a universal needle is slightly rounded in comparison to a sharp. Universals are good for stitching on most woven and knit fabrics, and many quilters use them for piecing and quilting. Stitching patchwork pieces together with a sharp needle usually yields a slightly straighter stitch on cotton fabrics, which can affect the accuracy of the seams. If you don't have sharps, though, use a universal needle. Some companies offer quilting needles with specialty tapered tips that glide through the quilt layers and across seams. Yeah. Okay, let's get to sewing. So, I think I want to do something a little different, but the question is what? Without taking away from Tula's fabric. You know what? Okay. I'm just going to use random sizes. No, I'm not going to use random sizes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2.5 by 5. Let's cut out 5-inch pieces. Okay, so we have our 5-inch piece. Now let's take our first one of these and, oh, I know why we might not want to do this. We waste fabric because we'll have to go across. My sister would do this. I guess I could draw on it. I found a friction pin. It's amazing the things you find when you clean out. Thank you, Deb Linehan, for all the tips on cleaning. Okay. There we go. So if I sew that, and at the same time, I also sew the second seam. That will be way too much work for me, but I'm doing it. Aw. Buster's underneath, and I just went to step on him to run my machine. He sure felt soft. Okay. So I did one. And then I'm going to do a second one. Okay. Okay. So I have one of those and one of these cute little things. I can use these somewhere. 8 years of this, people. 8 years of cutting up fabric and sewing it back together. Okay. Oh, I guess I have to do this on all of them. And then when I decide how to put, I think I will just, no, I'm just going to go with this. Go like that. Go like that. We're going to end up doing a parallelogram. Is this going to be worth the effort? That is the question. A friction pen. Now I can't even remember what I did. Okay. I turn my iron on to get ready. Hi, Carol Bell. Oh, good. Zoom is over. Yay. Okay, let's try a second one. This. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad you're all out there. I hope you're making do. Another week of COVID down. I've even heard a few people have gotten their shots, their vaccines. Okay, so I have 2 liter enders. And here we have, I think that'll be good. Okay, so that's the first. Oh, now I have to be careful to get them all going the same way, or do I? Okay. So I don't have too much to report this week. I've been walking. It's been lovely weather here in the Midwest. I wish I was in the Midwest. Here in New England, in the Americas. Speaking of Zoom, I have a busy Zoom weekend. Doll Club. Yeah, that's right. Open Sew tomorrow at 11. Yay! So you know what'll be fun about this the next few times? We'll get to look at Tula Pink's designs. Okay. Okay, what's her next one? Oh, I love this one. I think this one is the one that does have the monkeys on it. So these are in the trees. Nope, there aren't any monkey heads. We'll find it in another one. You can see the monkey feet there. Okay, so anywho, just want to go like this. So I've been asked, how can you get in on possibly being given one of these quilts, one of the 8 quilts we're going to make this year. And you do have to become a patron of Simply Colorful for as little as $2 a month. And then your name will go in the hat. And the first drawing will be the 22nd of January. So that's in 2 weeks. And we're going to give away 8 quilts throughout the year to our patrons as a thank you. And you can become a patron from anywhere, and we will ship the quilt to anywhere. Anywhere you get United States Postal Service, let's say that. If you're doing research in Antarctica, I'm not sure how timely we could get it to you, but yeah, anyway, you get my point. Don't let geography limit you. Eight years. When we started this, I was working full-time, marketing computers, and I was in need of a creative outlet. So that January 1st of that year, what was it? I don't even know which year it was now. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah. So it was January 1st, 2014. And we just turned on the computer and just started sewing together. It's not training. It's really not all that much. Sometimes I call it a good sleeping pill, because I know many of you are in bed right now with your iPad, and you should be just about to sleep. If I've done my job, you're sleeping soundly. Oh, good. I can't see what you're saying, but I think it's wonderful that you guys are able to talk. Actually, I do have one applique tip that worked really well years ago when I made them. And it wasn't in the book, is for placement, a good tool is some plastic. You know, upholstery plastic that you put over upholstery years ago to protect it, or you can use the plastic to make the bags we have with the clear vinyl plastic. Get yourself a piece of that. Hopefully Joanne still sells it. Once you're ready to lay your pieces out on what you're appliquing them to, draw the design on the plastic, and then you lay that over your fabric, and you use it, and then you slip the pieces that you're appliquing underneath, and you position them that way. That way you don't have to draw on the actual fabric that you're going to applique to, and you don't run the risk of having any pencil lines. Hopefully that made sense. That I found really helped. Okay, look at this. We are cruising. I hope you're laughing, because I meant that to be a joke. Okay, so now we're sewing our pieces together and we're adding some purple. I guess if I got creative, I could mix up the colors, couldn't I? Oh, you want to see a fun Bargello quilt? Speaking of lots of different Kona cotton colors. Becky McDonald over at Studio on the Hill had her grandson asked for a rainbow quilt. Her grandson Nick is 5, maybe. Now Becky is the one who's always doing those very beautiful cave quilts. And look at this Bargello. I'm not going to do it justice here. Isn't that something? Isn't that beautiful? The whole rainbow. She has all different shades of all the Roy G. Biv. So maybe that'll inspire you to do something different. Just beautiful. And I'm actually going to put it over here and not fold it. There we go. Because it's nicely ironed. Anyway, speaking of a variety of, for some reason I must have my computer farther away than usual, because I see that you're out there, I see that you're talking, but I can't read everything. So I'm just so thrilled you're out there. Hi, Norma, I see you, and Cherish, and Carol, and Linda, and Jean, and Sarah. Oh, how about Cindy Pratt? Is she out there? I know you have been out there, and I love that. So, let's see. I don't have much else. Did I tell you while I was doing some dot painting? Maybe I showed you this last time. I think I did. I think I'm remembering bringing this up. Hey, Carol! Woohoo! Okay, and I'm just going to pull up this second Tula pink. There we go. Oh, Deb! Actually, I want to show you Deb's scrap quilt. Oh, Deb's tips on cleaning. Oh, I can share them. So, Carol, I sent Deb a video of the studio that was covered. Every surface was covered with stuff. It's still pretty covered, but basically for the new year, oh, I don't even have my phone, so I can't. Next week, I'll tell you the tips. Wow, I'm falling down on my job. Anyway, the tips were all around purging. And yep, Deb will tell you. Okay. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm clearly not providing much assistance, but it was really helpful. There's another one. Okay, I'll do one more. Or I should have time for at least one more. So now we keep going. And what is the next one? Ooh, this is pretty. Purple. And I bet I have to cut more 5-inch light purples. Okay. Actually, if I leave it this purple, then it'll be easy to pick what the backing will be purple. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if Joyce is out there, but Joyce, I changed the blade in my rotary cutter, and it is like the skies opened up and God came down and talked to me. I love when I have a new blade. Do I see Joanne out there? Hi, Joanne. We're so glad you're here. We are making a jelly roll race quilt out of Tula Pink's monkey wrench fabric, her jelly roll. And then what I'm doing is, before I start doing it, I'm putting these slivers of purple in to make it more interesting. Oh, so, and I'll show you, let's see. I don't know if you can see it behind here is a light jelly roll. I can't take it off the machine because it's already basted, but I did want to show you another scrap quilt. Deb is making one a month for, isn't that stunning? Deb, you have an eye. These are all from her scraps. I just love how she was very planful with the white, she told me. And I hope it's okay that I'm sharing this, Deb. But I just love this. And you're making these once a month for a charitable organization up in New Hampshire. And if I had my phone, I could tell everyone what it's about. And the backing fabric is a pretty rainbow. I love it. Okay. So first, KB, remember making one of these at Missouri Star? Is that the first year we went? This is kind of like slow sewing, which I like. The layer cake that we used on this one last week actually doesn't make that big a quilt, does it? It's going to be square. I'll just have to put a big border on it to make it like 60 by 72 or something. Or 58 by 72. That way we can use the thinner minky. Okay, let's use our purple. Okay. Oh, I need to show you another quilt. Jean's ombre quilt. Hang on. Speaking of exercises in color, Jean, I don't know how you do this, but you do it. I would not have known how to put these together, but check this one out. Isn't that something? And the way I think we call it ombre, right? It just makes it look three-dimensional. And it's what did we pick? The funky fan is the quilting on it. So that's a beauty. They're all beauties. They're all, every quilt. Tell me it doesn't make you happy when it makes you warm. Okay. Oh, Jean. It was easy. It was fun. Okay. It was easy because it was just very square and just very lovely. Okay. One thing I did not get done this week that I meant to for all you patrons out there is I keep meaning to send your $20 off certificate. So I can't say it's in the mail, but it will be soon. So just know that's coming. Okay. Dun, dun. There's that one and this one. Oh, we have to go one more. One more because I cannot wait to show you this next strip. I'm sure there is a more efficient way to do this marking. I'll figure that out. And there, okay, one more. Oh, looking so nice. Okay, check out this next and final strip for the night. Oh, isn't that fun? I just love it with the aqua and the purple and then the chartreuse, yellow green. Oops, I almost goofed. Two more of these, then I promise you we will be done. And we'll have a weekend in front of us. Okay. Hi, Linda Grant. Woo! Okay, now we get to use it. Okay, so we go like this. My friction. There and there. Okay, dokie. So we've solved Karen's applique. Not that she had any questions. We'll want to hear how you did, KB. Okay, I know we didn't get that far, but we have a plan. And let me iron this and I'll show you what we did so far. Ooh, ouch. That's a pretty one. So when we sew this together, sometimes there'll be different Tula pink fabrics together. And then, okay, there's that. And there's that. Okay, well, I am so glad you're all out there. I hope I said hi to everyone. Norma, Marquet, all of you around the world, Patty, Sieta, Carols, many Carols around the world. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. Do something you love and do something for someone else. And I'll see you next Friday night. Bye, everyone.